Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to episode 38 of my show Wrestling with Brent. I'm just gonna be going over the weekly wrestling shows for the week. I'm gonna do it a little bit different. Instead of talking about both shows, Ring of Honor and AEW, and then going to the results right away. I'm just gonna wait a minute. I just want to give like the basic um, like some highlights of my thoughts on Ring of Honor and AEW, because AEW's got some big storylines coming out of the Revolution pay per view, and I just want to give my quick thoughts on them, and then after that I'll dive into the reviews of each shows and break down each match and all that. Um, all right, so uh, with Ring of Honor, I thought it was a very good episode. I really liked it. I liked that Ring of Honor has a contender rankings for the Pure Championship. Josh Woods is ranked 1, Dak Draper number 2, Rhett Tice is 3, Willie Utah is 4, Freddie he's 5. Um, I thought the Josh Woods Dalton Castle match was really good. I liked it. It was a Pure Rules match. It was good. Um, it was also cool to see Silas Young back. He basically gave Josh Woods ultimatum, so that was cool. And then the Ring of Honor World Title number one contendership match, the four-way match with Jay Lethal and EC3, Matt Taven, and Briscoe, I thought was a really good match. I really liked it. Um, in just a few minutes, I'm going to go back over it and detail both matches, back and forth. I want to get to these AEW thoughts, and then I'll just circle back to it and go over both shows. Um, as you know, there was a lot of controversy, questions coming out of the AEW Revolution pay per view. I thought AEW last night was very, very good. I really liked it. I'll give the show a 7 out of 10. I thought it was very good. Um, Very solid. I liked how they progressed storylines, basically made new storylines, new feuds, fresh feuds, different feuds. Um, I really liked it. I liked how AEW on this episode handled the botch, if you want to call it that, revolution with the pyro, with the fireworks and sparklers, everybody's calling it, that went out at the end when the ring was supposed to blow up. I liked how AEW handled it. I liked Mox and Eddie's promo and explanation. Eddie Casey saying he had PTSD from back when he was in waiting to go to jail or in court. Said that, and it gave him PSD. So I like that, and he blacked out, so I like that. Um, so yeah, I liked the explanation and saying he had anxiety and all that. I liked it. Joe Crone show, if you watch his YouTube show, a week or so ago, he said he thinks AEW should do that, and that's what they should have done. He said it's what they probably would do after it happened too, and he was right. He got it right. Um, And I liked how Kenny Omega came out and him and Carlson, they basically poked fun at it and kind of admitted to it, but didn't deny it, but didn't really admit to it at the same time. How they kind of addressed it and they made fun of it in their own way and mocked it and mocked Eddie by talking about how he dry humped Moxley and 69 me down. I just thought it was funny. Uh, in their own way. They made fun of themselves, trolled themselves, and they had the clock countdown. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was cool that they made fun of themselves and laughed at themselves. I thought it was really funny. Um, Kenny's character, I know, is strange, weird, but I like it. It's so over the top and outrageous that I liked it. It's hilarious. And he was hilarious. Him and Don Cox together are just a really good team, and they're great on camera together and on the mic. And Don Callis, although his explanation was long-winded, it was funny. I liked it. To me, I think they salvaged the whole situation. I liked it. Also, what I think of when I'm on AW Revolution, it looks like to me that Lance Archer's next feud is going to be with Sting. should say Sting's next music gonna be with Lance Archer. They you saw they come out on Dynamite and they had a, I guess like a talk or competition. So that could be a really good match. I'll be looking forward to that. I assume it'll be a cinematic match, but you never know. That should be cool. Um, yeah. And also another big thing I want to talk about before I go into reviewing both shows is the ending of the AEW Dynamite. I thought it was very good. The War Council with Inner Circle. Um, I had told everybody, months ago, I thought MJF was going to have Jericho kicked out and he was going to take over the Inner Circle. It looked like that was what's going to happen. And they did a double swerve on us, and I didn't see it coming, and I liked it. It was really cool. I liked it was executed really well, how they done it and everything. I liked how um, they all come out, and MJF basically said, Sammy Guevara come out and said, I got something to show you. And he had set up a camera and recorded MJF basically saying he wanted to get rid of Jericho and take over the Inner Circle. Um, and then Jericho pulled the swerve on MJF and said, you don't think we'd catch you? We caught you. Um, so right when they was getting ready to kick MJF's butt, lights went out. And all of a sudden, they come back on, and the Inner Circle's laid out. MJF is sitting over in the corner grinning, up on the turnbuckle grinning, with a sadistic smile on his face like an evil villain. And MJF has formed his own new stable. And they kicked Jericho's butt, and they tied up, handcuffed Santana Ortiz and beat the crap out of Sammy. Beat the crap out of Santana Ortiz, laid out Jake Hager, and beat the crap out of Jericho. Busted him open. So now MJF is the leader of his own stable. Uh, MJF, Wardlow, FTR, Tully Blanchard. Um, so yeah, I thought it was really cool. And Sean Spears. Sean Spears is in it too. So I was just very surprised, and I thought it was a really cool way to close the show. And I liked um, how Wardlow gave Jericho the powerbomb off the stage, so that was cool. Um, Yep. And basically, it's like a new Four Horsemen, but I don't think it's going to be that. I believe they're going to maybe call it the New Dynasty. Cause MJF, and when he was in MRW, that's where he's from. He got his was the leader of his own dynasty there. Him and Hammerstone and Richard Holiday. So it'd be cool if he basically just called it the New Dynasty and then brought over and added Richard Holiday and Hammerstone to it, but if not, and just people want to call them Dynasty and have all these people, that's fine too. And not bring in the other two, that's fine. Um, but yeah, I liked it. Yep, so that's just some of the big storylines. Oh, and also I just want to say, get this out of the way too. Um, I'll admit, I do like Mikey Itoh. I know probably her wrestling went very good last night. I know a lot of people didn't like her singing, but I was prepared for it. I knew that's kind of what she was going to do. That's part of her character, part of her gimmick. Because I watched it during the Japanese women's tournament. Um, she was on there and done it and explained it. She was a fallen she was an idol in Japan and was in a girl group, and then she got kicked out, so she turned to pro wrestling. So she likes to sing and everything when she comes up to the ring. And yes, her singing was bad. She didn't sound good. She actually sounded better at Revolution during the tournament. But last night she didn't sound good. But I thought it was funny where it was so bad just because it was just so out there that I thought it was funny. The people's reaction and the announcer's reaction, and how she just kept singing while everybody else kept fighting. I just thought it was funny. Um, I kind of compare her a little bit to the Iconics. For a long time when the Iconics first come out, I didn't like them, but after a while, I got really into the Iconics and really liked them just because their characters were so over the top. Iconic. And it was just really funny, I thought. Um, but yes, I do like Mikey Itoh. Um, yes, I could do without the singing. It don't bother me, but I know it bothers a lot of people. Um, So if they drop that, I could understand that. But if not, okay. I understand if her wrestling's not what people like, but I've gotten why I like Japanese wrestling and Japanese woman wrestling. I just like seeing different people and I like the different characters. Japanese women are really more theatrical, and that's kind of what more comedy-ish, and that's kind of what her style is, Mikey Ito's. So I kind of dig it, and I think she's pretty. Um, you know, so I like her, but I just wanted to get that out there. Uh, all right. So here we go. I'm gonna circle back to the shows. Um, Ring of Honor. The first match. Uh, Here we go for the show reviews. Dalton Castle versus Josh Woods was a very good match. It was a pure rules match. Dalton Castle beat him. 9 minutes and 44-second match. I thought it was very good, back and forth. Time was really technical wrestling. Uh, Castle really hung on there for Woods, and they had some good exchanges back and forth. A lot of good technical moves and submission holds back and forth. Um, Dalton basically ended up with Dalton Castle faking an injury, or like playing possum with an injury, selling the injury, and Josh Woods believed it, and Dalton Castle like caught him sleeping and caught him up in a caught Josh Woods up in a small package. And got the win. So I thought that was a nice little touch. Josh Woods being the technical master, great wrestler, getting caught up in a small package. I thought that was cool. Cool little way to end it. So I thought it was a really competitive triples match, and I really liked it. I like both guys a lot, and but Dalton Castle needed to win, and I think so over Josh Woods, and Dalton Castle got it. So it was a good match. I liked it. After the match, like I said, Dalton Castle won. Dalton Castle after the match waved the coat of honor after the match, and he disappeared. Silas Young come out. Young remind Woods that after a few videos, Woods was determined to go solo and no longer wanted to team up with Silas Young. Uh, Now Silas Young says it became clear that Josh Woods needed a mentor. Yep, so that was cool. Second match, Maria Kanell's bid comes out and she's on commentary with Ian Riccaboni and Caprice Coleman, and I think she does a good job. But I always like hearing her and seeing her. I like Maria Kanellis. She got a lot of talent. Um, as always with these Ring of Honor episodes, Caprice and Ian Riccaboni been killing it on commentary. Riccaboni has got to be the best commentator going right now in all of wrestling. Um, Caprice Coleman and Marvin Allen's right up there, even though he's not in the wrestling right now. I want to say they're probably my favorite three announcers right now. Um, all right, so the match, Ring of Honor World Title Number One Contendership match, was a four-way match of Jay Lethal, EC3, Matt Taven, and Jay Briscoe. Uh, Jay Lethal won against EC3. Jay Lethal got the lethal injection to Matt Taven. Vita Von Star caused distraction from the outside, caused Matt Taven to be distracted, and Jay Lethal was able to get him with the lethal injection. But it was a very good match. All people looked good. Even Super Eva's new character change has been Ring of Honor. Just really just kind of sadistic, weird, mind game kind of guy. Did a really good job. He's really built, really in shape. Looks great. Looks like a action figure, like a superhero. He's ripped. Um, he did a really good job in the match. Jay Lethal did a good job as always. Matt Taven did really good. Had some really good moves in it. Jay Briscoe did a really good job as well. All four of these guys just really good. Some of the best wrestlers in the world, and they always put on good matches. And you knew all this together was gonna be good. And it was just a really fun match. A lot of back and forth, a lot of cool moves. Matt Taven's always got cool moves that he pulls out, and just a good match. So like I said, Vita Vaughn, I guess she was sent out from Vinny. She caused distraction to Matt Taven, and Jay Lethal got the victory with the lethal injection. So Jay Lethal won, and he'll get the chance to win the Ring of Honor World Championship from Roosh at the 19th anniversary pay-per-view on March 26th. Yep, and it was a 14-minute, 4-second match, and it was very good. Um, Ian Rick, before they went off air, Ian Riccaboni also announced next week that Freddie Yaha versus Dak Draper, Tony Deppen versus Kenny King, Flamita, and Flamita versus Flip Gordon. Um, yep. So that was all for Ring of Honor. It was a very good episode. I really liked it. I give it probably the same as I gave AEW, just because it was solid wrestling. I give it a 7 out of 10. I thought the match was just solid. 7 out of 10, another really good Ring of Honor show. Good show. I also want to say, too, before I move on to AEW, I know it probably won't happen anytime soon, but if they could, I would love to see a AEW and a Ring of Honor collaboration, a partnership together. AEW's working with New Japan, working with Impact. I would love for AEW to work with Ring of Honor and for guys to go back and forth, appear on both brands and do, matches against each other, special appearances. Um, I would love to see Briscoes in AEW versus Young Bucks in the AEW ring. Kenny Omega versus Jay Lethal in AEW. Uh, Kenny Omega and Matt Taven in AEW. Um, Possibly the Foundation or the Roosters group, Logic Up and Obvious, or even Vinny's group against the Inner Circle, MJF's new stable, or Death Triangle. Um, just think all those would be really intriguing matchups. Um, I just think it'd be a lot of fun. Ring of Honor has a lot of talent that a lot of people don't know about. Don't get to see as much because Ring of Honor doesn't promote as much, and put them in an AEW ring, and I just think it'd be really cool to see. And they could do like a joint pay per view or a joint special. I think it just joint show could be really cool for both companies and give exposure to both companies. And I think it'd just be really cool, make for a lot of exciting, intriguing matchups, fresh matchups, something different. So hopefully, I would love to see that happen. A partnership between Ring of Honor and AEW eventually. Hopefully soon. Yep. All right, so like I said, for Ring of Honor, 7 out of 10. Now, on the AEW show from last night, this AEW show I thought was very good, 7 out of 10. I enjoyed all of it, all the matches and all the promos, the new storylines and everything. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. The video packages and all that. So I enjoyed it. Also, I want to say to Cody Rhodes, I liked how he, before his match started, he came out and, even though he only had like a really short match, he came out and I thought it was cool how he gave his weight belt that he always wears, gave it to a guy in the crowd, as a guy in a wheelchair, and I thought that was really cool, and the guy looked really happy that Cody decided to give it to him. I think that's cool that Cody, is nice to fans with disabilities, considering I have a disability and all that, so it's cool that Cody Rhodes, showed some attention and gave him his weight belt as a nice gesture. I thought that was cool. So good job on Cody Rhodes. It makes me like Cody even more after seeing that. I was already a big fan, but I even like him even more now since I've seen that. So that was cool. Um, Also, before I go into the show review, I just want to say too, I'm also really excited. At the end of the show, towards the end, they announced that next week, the main event of Dynamite is going to be Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker in a lights out, unsanctioned match. Anything goes. So that's going to be really cool. I can't wait for that match. I think Thunder Rosa always puts on a really good match, always does a good job with whatever she's given. And I think her and Britt Baker's going to kill it. I think they're going to maybe even have maybe a match of the year candidate. Um, should be a really good match. But all right, here we go. Um, AEW. Uh, First match is Matt Jackson and Ray Phoenix. I really liked this match. I thought it was very good. I thought it was a really good opening match. By the way, speaking of Ray Phoenix, I wouldn't mind seeing Dragon Lee versus Ray Phoenix in the AEW ring, or Ray Phoenix versus Bandito in the AEW ring, or in a Ring of Honor. I think that'd be really cool matches, really good matches. Or even the Young Bucks and Lucha Bros in AEW would be really good, or Briscoes and Lucha Bros and Briscoes in AEW is what I meant to say. I think that'd be cool. Um, yep. So the first match we had Matt Jackson and Ray Phoenix. I thought this was a very good match. I like Matt Jackson as singles wrestler. I like Nick Jackson as singles wrestler too. Matt's very tough, can take a lot of punishment. Um, Big fan of Ray Phoenix. I thought this was a really good opening match. Very fast paced. I had a lot of cool moves. Ray Phoenix did a lot of cool fly moves like he always does. I thought Matt Jackson looked good. It was a very fun, competitive match. I liked it a lot. Some people was complaining that they didn't like how, maybe it didn't tell the super kick, but who cares? I thought it looked cool how he popped back up. Um, of course, a lot of people don't sell the super kick anyway, not just Ray Phoenix. Um, Ray Phoenix is known to not sell or sometimes just make a lot bigger leaps up from after getting hit with big moves. Him and Penta both, it's kind of one of the things that they do, which is fine with me. I don't care. I liked it. I just love their style, go all out style. Um, so him, getting up right from Super Kick didn't bother me. I liked it. Was a very fun match. I really liked it. There was even some submission holds that was in it. I liked it. Um, Basically ends with Ray Phoenix getting the win. Uh, he got like a tombstone power driver type kind of thing on Matt Jackson. Yep. So it was a good, really good match. A really good opening match. I liked it. Ray Phoenix got the win, and that was good. I think Ray Phoenix needed to win. Always good to see him get a win. And it doesn't. A loss doesn't really hurt Matt Jackson. Nothing really hurts the Bucks. Seems like if they lose, I mean they're just so over and just so on a roll. Uh, Next, you get a promo from Eddie Kingston and John Moxley about the Revolution pay per view. Eddie explained that he had anxiety from his past. Said that's why he passed out on Sunday. He told Kenny to look at the fire. He had a fire in front of him. He said that is his future. Uh, Moxley made fun of the bomb. He blamed it on Impact. Thought it was funny. Uh, Said he had Eddie's back. He said they bickered, but he says glad he and Eddie didn't get blown up. Moxley said if Kenny and the Good Brothers have a weapon, next time they better use it. So I liked the explanation. I thought it was good. I thought it was the only thing they could do. They owned up to it. And Kenny may come out later and show him and Don and talked it up even more and gave him more explanation that I think it really fixed it and salvaged it. So I liked the whole thing. I liked this video package. Eddie Kingston's great on the mic. Kevin Moxley's great as a team together. Great on camera together. Eddie Kingston just gold on promo. Just you need something explained, just put Eddie on TV. He's good at anything. I mean, he did something on BT recently where he did a promo on like a bag of cookies or like a was a bag of Skittles or something. It was just really good. Yeah, so great promo by Eddie and Mox. So I liked it. Commercial break. Back from commercial, Cody Rhodes comes out. Like I said, he gives away to a kid in a wheelchair at ringside. I thought that was cool. Um, Cody's wrestling a guy named Seth Gargis. I think I've seen him wrestle on Dark before because I watch Dark. This match didn't last long at all. It's very short. Very short, sorry. Not short, very short. Um, Cody got an armbar. Cody reversed, and Cody got a forearm strike. Cody hit a power slam, a lock to the figure four leg lock, and tapped out Gargis very quickly. It was a very quick squash, short squash match for Cody Rhodes, and that was very quick. Um, Cody got the win. After that, Tony Schiavone goes to the ring to interview Cody. Um, Owen points at his watch. Tony asks about Cody's shoulder. Pentagon interrupts. Pentagon has Alex with him from BTE. He's appeared a lot on BTE. He's a pretty funny guy. And Alex translates for Pentagon Jr. And Pentagon does this really good promo about Cody. And he basically says, Cody, you're not when I get done, you're not gonna be able to hold Drew, our baby girl. Cody goes off, gets angry, flips out, jumps over the barricade, jumps on the railings, goes after Pentagon, and they have to break him up. And a bunch of wrestlers come in and break him up, and a bunch of wrestlers, staff members, and Cody showed a lot of anger and fire, and I really liked it. It was a cool segment, good little competition. I liked it. Yep, so it was cool. Uh, then we get Chuck Taylor on Cassidy. They're in the arcade. They cut a little promo. They ask for one more match. They lose. Chuck Said he'll be Miro as Butler forever. The arcade machines will be at ringside, and they're going to put Miro and Kip head through every one of them. So it looks like they're going to have another Cassidy and Taylor versus Miro and Kip match. I wish they'd would have had it ended already at Revolution, but looks like they're going to have at least one more match. I feel like Trent will be in this match, and they'll finally end the feud after this. But it'll probably be dumb, but it could be fun or at least interesting. Them having a fight in the arcade or having the arcade set up in the ring and smash each other through arcades could be cool. That'd be cool if they had it like a David Buster somewhere like that. Maybe smash somebody's head on like a whack a mole, and that'd be cool. Something like that, or maybe like wrestle on some Dance Dance Revolution pads or something. Something like that, and maybe wrestle on a ball pit or something. I don't know. Yep. But it was a good promo. I'm a fan of Archie Cassidy. I thought it was funny when he couldn't get the game. Was I wanted to get with Chuck, so you got to put the coin in the hole. I just thought that was funny. Yep. Uh, Commercial break. After commercial, Tony brought out Sting. Sting says Darby's a dangerous man. He says puts his body on the line every single night. Combines Stinger, that means they get the win. Lance Archer interrupted. Archer says he doesn't need a ladder match to prove he's the face of the Revolution. Says that if they don't give him time, then he'll take it. Tony says Sting was phenomenal on Sunday. Sting says see you in the next one. Dasha's backstage with QT Marshall and Lee Johnson. QT said he isn't worried about what happened on Sunday when he eliminated himself in the Battle Royal. He's just here for Lee Johnson. Uh, Next, all Ego even Page makes his AEW Dynamite debut against Page said he's annoyed at sharing the spotlight on Sunday. Um, Lee Johnson makes his way to the ring, accompanied by QT Marshall. Um, During this match, AEW had a really odd mix-up. They said they had with TNT. It was on TNT's end, not AEW or Tony Khan's end. Um, TNT something with their feet, and it had baseball coverage and basketball coverage and a basketball game during the match. It was hard to hear during the Ethan Page or Lee Johnson match. Um, so that ruined that match, kinda. But for what I saw, it was a good match. I liked it. Um, Lee Johnson looked good. I like how they give him more ring time. He's got a lot of talent. I like him. I liked Ethan Page. I thought he looked good in this match. Um, Ethan Page looked good. I liked his finisher. Um, the Ethan's Edge. It was formerly Razor Ramon Scott Hall's Razor's Edge. Now it's called the Ethan's Edge. It was the Razor's Edge, the outside edge. Now it's the Ethan Edge. Like Crucifix Powerbomb, I thought it looked cool. Um, During the match, QT Marshall walks out. This is, I guess, further solidifying QT Marshall's heel turn of where he eliminated himself during the AEW Revolution pay-per-view during the Battle Royal match. So this seemingly maybe he's turning his back on the Nightmare Family. So, yep. So that's kind of cool. I like his little heel turn from QT. I liked it. Um, Like I said, after the match, Page continued to attack Johnson after the bell. Justin Rhodes made the save, and QT just left. Like I said, it's up to maybe him certifying that he's leaving the Nightmare Family and he's turned heel. So I like that from QT, something different. Um, Alex Marvez is backstage with Adam Page. Page reveals he's bought a new lawnmower as well as a bunch of other stuff with Matt's money. Dark Order comes to celebrate with him. They drive off with the lawnmower and leaving Five alone. This is just teasing more of the Adam Page with the Dark Order. The lawnmower's, a BTE joke. So this is a funny little segment. Of course, they picked on Alan Angels again. They always pick on him on BTE. It's like a running joke to pick on Alan Angels. So it was funny. I liked it. It was nothing to the same, but I liked it. It was, John Silver was funny. John Silver's always hilarious. He's got so much charisma. He's great on camera, great on the mic. He's really good in the ring, John Silver. So, yeah, this was good. I liked it. Um, Commercial break. Back from a commercial. Tony Schiavone tried to introduce Christian Cage, but Kenny Omega's cleaning girls come out with the brooms and all and do the dance. Omega comes out and he's all smiles, accompanied by Cass and the Good Brothers. Like I said, they basically was talking about the A.W. Revolution botch, or whatever you call it, and they owned up to it and made fun of it. And Ken and Megan done kind of some funny jokes, and they was basically mocking Moxley and Eddie Kingston. It was funny. I liked it. It was a good promo and good everything. I liked it. Yep. Uh, Omega offers a handshake to Christian. Christian goes off of a cheap shot for a cheap shot. Kenny Omega tries to cheat shot Christian. Christian ducks under and tries to hit the kill switch. Omega wiggles out of the ring. Callis pulls him away. Christian picks up the AEW World Championship while Omega goes mad at the ringside. So it looks like Christian's first feud coming straight in out the gate is going to be a World Championship match against Kenny Omega in a feud that should be good. A lot of people's mad about this. I'm not mad. I think it makes sense. They was giving hyping Christian up all that types of the type of a legendary, great history making wrestler. Um, so why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they put him in a tag team? A uh, title match right off the bat. They did the same thing to Brody Lee. If you remember Brody Lee when he made his debut in AEW, his first match for the TNT title against John Moxley, and they had him lose, and it didn't matter. Eventually, not long after that, they had a great match, and they had another really good match, and Lee beat Moxley the second time for the title. Um, you know, so I think this was the only way they could really use Chris was to go ahead and put him in a title match, straight off the bat. Because after they hyped him up and everybody was so disappointed when it was him, that was the mystery guy. Yep. So it was a really good segment. I really liked it. It was funny. Uh, Callis and Kenny are great. I liked it. Commercial break. Dr. Britt Baker makes her entrance. Nyla Rose and Vicky Guerrero come out. Maki Itoh sings the way to the ring. Like I said, I thought it was funny because while the match was going on, she was still singing and didn't want to stop. Um, some of her mic attacks wasn't good, but they did off a look hard after the first couple. Like she really just was nailing her in the head. Um, the first ones didn't look so good. Um, I liked this match. A lot of people complained about it, said they didn't like it. I liked it. I love anything with Thunder Rosa. Um, I thought Thunder Rosa looked good. Thunder Rosa also always looks good, always wrestles good. Um, at one point, Maki Itoh got on a DDT on Thunder Rosa that looked bad. Um, but Thunder Rosa did a really good job in the match of and I was glad she got the win. Um, Basically, it ended with Thunder Rosa hit that Itoh with that side slam move for her victory. Um, so Hikaru Shida, Ryo Mizunami, and Thunder Rosa got the win. After the match, Britt Baker attacked Thunder Rosa with the crutch. Baker got the lockjaw on Rosa. Rebel grounds the clutch in Rosa's face. So it's good to see the Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa survivors still continuing. And next week, get that big, huge match on Dynamite for the main event with Rosa and Britt Baker in the Lights Out match. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great match. Next, so I liked the match and segment. It was good. I was glad Thunder Rosa won. She looked beautiful. I love Thunder Rosa. Matt Hardy private party backstage. Matt said he has been reflecting and said he needs to bring more money in. Matt said he has been uh, feeling safe his whole life. He's going to add to the Hardy Empire. He introduces Butcher and Blade and Bunny to the Hardy Empire. Said the four of them will destroy four people on Dark Elevation, and the five of them will destroy Dark Order. So it looks like Matt Hardy's added to his stable, his faction. It's not just him and Private Party, but it's also Butcher and Blade and Bunny. So that's cool. I like Butcher and Blade, and I like Bunny. She's beautiful and really nice in real life, on Twitch and all that. She's beautiful as well. Well, I said that already, but So I liked it. Good segment. Um, Commercial break. Back from commercial. Scorpio Sky made his way to the ring. Darby Allin is out next. It's TNT Championship match. Darby Allin vs Scorpio Sky was a good match. Darby Allin like he injured his ankle. I couldn't tell if, he was just selling it or he really did injure it. To me, it looked like he really injured it, but later on, it seemed like he was selling it, but he did a good job with it. Scorpio Sky looked to me looked vicious. Really acting, wrestling like a heel. The last time he was on TV, recently on commentary, he sounded like he was heel, so I like to hear this heel Scorpio Sky last night. He did a really good job. And at times I thought he was going to upset Darby and surprise everybody and beat him for the title. Um, but Darby got the win with a cradle and rolled up Scorpio Sky. So thought that was a cool way to end it. So Darby Allin got the win. Darby showed respect to Sky afterwards, but Scorpio Sky snapped and attacked him. Scorpio Sky locked in a heel hook and wouldn't let go. The referees couldn't get Sky off of Darby, so that obviously, you know, he also showed like a shock and then he showed like a smile. Scorpio Sky did, so that just further cements his heel turn. Um, so they have it looks like Scorpio Sky's a heel and Darby Allin retains his title in a good match. It was good. I liked it. Commercial break, and like I said, I went over this earlier, but basically this whole segment was good. Inner Circle and MJF. Sammy Guevara comes out and reveals he hit a camera. So you see and hear MJF telling the members of Inner Circle they want Jericho out the group. He's trying to get everybody to kick Jericho out. Jericho said, had you paid for a snake and we caught you, we set you up. You're not gonna fool us. Lights go out, come back on. MJF and his new stable have laid out everybody, FTR, Tully, Sean Spears, and Wardlow and MJF. So I thought it was really cool. A really good way to end Dynamite to a really good show. I really liked it. It was a really good show. I give it a good 7 out of 10. I'm happy to see MJF have his own stable. Um, feel like we'll eventually have a stable versus stable match. Inner Circle versus MJF's team. That should be good. So this was another really good episode of Dynamite. I give it a 7 out of 10. They explained the botch at AEW Revolution really good in my opinion. They covered it well. Really good matches. Yeah, so just another really good solid week of wrestling. NXT was good also. They had a couple like 3 big title matches. It was pretty good. Raw and SmackDown was garbage again. Uh, WWE is just falling more and more down. To me, they're getting as bad as Impact, like old TNA was. WWE's awful. Getting worse. Worse by the day, it seems like. So I'm really glad we have AEW and Ring of Honor and New Japan and MLW to watch. MLW was alright last night. Yep. So another really good AEW show. 7 out of 10. Ring of Honor 7 out of 10. I love the pay-per-view. So on another really good week for wrestling. I really enjoyed the shows this week. Hope you guys like my review. Hope everybody's doing well and staying safe. Happy wrestling. See ya. Bye.